the experience treated you this year?
It's been pretty wild so far. I only just arrived yesterday and I've already seen so many amazing acts. My head is spinning and my feet hurt so badly and I've got 2 days to go.
It's I think we're all getting to that point now. It's you can see the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit. But there's still so much exciting music to come. You know, for yourself, I mean, I know that you're such a well-travelled performer now. What does it mean to be a part of a festival like this?
This is like nothing else I've ever been to. It's really a very extraordinary and overwhelming experience. You can go from, I saw Loretta Lynn last night, who's my absolute idol, to go from seeing her to some electronic or punk act, you know, playing on the stage after her or next door. It's pretty great.
It's cool. And I mean, you know, I love that it gives us the opportunity to see some of our favourite bands who we might not get to see play some really unusual venues, but also you've got 7 days of just musical discovery. I mean,
musical madness.
It can be a bit overwhelming, but the fact that you could just go venue hopping night after night,
exactly. If you don't know where you're going, just start wandering and you'll turn up somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. So I suppose for people back home, what can we kind of be expecting from you in terms of music and touring over the next few months?
Well, I'm not doing a lot of touring. I'm living in America at the moment, so I'm focusing on writing and recording. I'm going to go and record a new album in Nashville in a couple of months.
Cool.
And
how's that process been?
Fine, good.
Yeah.
I've been over here for a few years, kind of back and forth. So,
how's it been to kind of maintain a good balance of normality when you're traveling so much and you're trying to do this project at the same time?
Well, you just got to be quite organised, really, which is not my natural state of mind, but I'm getting there.
Isn't it for us all? Yeah. And this, you know, can you tell us a bit about this current recording process? Like, what's been has there been any element of it you've done differently in comparison to things in the past?
I'm promoting now that I just put out, I recorded back in Australia just before Christmas and with a band, but I'm playing it solo, which is kind of lonely. I miss my band, but it's certainly easier. It's hard to get everyone over.
That's cool. I mean, you know, I think making a record in today's music climate is probably vastly different to how it was 5 or 10 years ago, just purely because people are accessing music in so many different ways. And
I've been very do-it-yourself independent for many years now, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah, totally.
If you put your mind to it and work out what needs to be done, it's not that hard, really.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I love the idea of working so hard on a solid piece, like a solid collection of material, and then once it's done, you know, you've got a really good snapshot of where you are at that moment. Do you feel like that's a trend that you've been following?
Yeah, and I like to record as much as I can because it kind of, you know, you keep it fresh all the time.
Yeah, that's it. And how would you describe being based in America as opposed to being back home in terms of, you know, creative influences or just being able to work more?
Well, weirdly, I'm a bit more isolated from playing with other people here. I'm used to having a great music community around me, and here I operate more in a vacuum, but it's a happy vacuum.
It's good as long as you can keep your head straight and keep grounded through it all. That's great.
I mean, there's so many great artists to see and good opportunities around.
Totally. Well, it sounds like, you know, you've got a very exciting kind of few months coming up. I suppose where would you hope to see Carmen or indeed your music at the end of this year?
That's a good question. I've always meant to do one of those 5-year plans, but I've never even got around to doing more than a 2-month plan. So end of this year's too far, I don't know.
Where would you hope that your music extends to as this year?
I would hope I have another album in my hand and that I'm getting the music out there and people are coming to see it. That's all.
Well, we're very excited to see how it does roll out for you. We've been keen followers of what you've been doing recently, so can't wait to see it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.